落ちた競合飛べないカラス
What up with Betsan Blackwing here, and today I'm gonna tell you a little story about how I managed to get top 8 in the Swedish National Championships by playing Blackwings, while we're looking at some Snake Eye vs Blackwing gameplay. So I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to catch the plane and go to Stockholm, basically where the Swedish National Championships were held. I first thought that I would travel alone, but when I arrived to the gate, I just noticed that there were a lot of people playing Yu-Gi-Oh over there, so that was nice. I got some company and some of the people actually knew me, so that was nice. But yeah, we went to Stockholm and found Dragon's Lair, the card shop where we were about to play the Swedish Nationals, and we were a little bit over 100 players playing on the first day 7 rounds of Swiss, and the best 8 players would proceed to play on Sunday. And yeah, the tournament started and my first round opponent actually took out a Blackwing playmat and had this little bit of a smile on his face when he saw my playmat, and at that moment I realized that okay, my opponent knows who I am and is aware what I'm playing, and that was a little bit scary because I felt like he's probably the only one in the room that most likely really knows what my deck does. However, I won him 2-0 and I proceed to play for the next round. During the day I play against Melodius, I play against Labyrinth, I play against Tenpai, I play against Rescue Ace with the Snake Eye engine in it. Round 5 comes and I'm paired against a Finnish person who actually I know that he plays Tenpai, and we're actually also asked to come to play for the stream. However, those are probably some of the worst Yu-Gi-Oh games I've ever had. I just had a huge... I was so unlucky. I had huge bricks in both of my games. Well, basically I had Simoon, my Crosser Designator, Triple Tactic Talents, a Whirlwind, but no other Blackwing, no Small World to even search another Blackwing, because I could just get rid of Simoon and get a Sadri or something like that. The maths, the odds of this happening is just super low, so it was really not the best way to represent Blackwings, and I took my first loss of the day. After the loss I knew that I had to win every single game of the day to be able to qualify for the second day and for top 8, and I just keep on winning, and the last round, Swiss round, round 7 of the day comes, and I look at my Neuron who my opponent is, and my opponent is Herman Hansson. If you're unfamiliar with Herman Hansson, he has won the Swedish National Championships multiple times, he has been to Worlds, he has topped countless of YCSs, he's just one of the best players in the Europe, and now I have to win him to be able to qualify for top 8 and next day. I search for table number 1 and Herman Hansson is already waiting for me. We roll the die and he wins the die roll, and I'm a little bit stressed to be honest because I know that I have to win this, it's do or die right now. But my opening hand is perfect. I open up with Infinite Impermanence, Ash Blossoms, Effect Veiler, Zephyros and Vata, and I can just easily prevent him from playing and do my combo and almost OTK him, and Blackwing Assault Dragon takes care of his last life points on his turn. So I'm up 1-0. Game 2, after siding, he decides to go first again. I Nibiru maybe a little bit on the wrong spot and he takes game number 2. Game 3, I look at my hand, it's perfect. I know that I'm gonna win this game. I combo and he doesn't draw a single hand trap. He tries to go to battle phase on his turn. I say no, not that fast. I want to play the rank up card on main phase, and I rank up into Kali Yuga and he offers the hand to handshake. And I'm just in disbelief what just happened. I won Herman Hansson with Blackwings with losing the die roll. Just insane, and he was a little bit pissed because he didn't draw a single hand trap in game 3, but I showed him my face down card, which was a Call by the Grave, so one hand trap wouldn't have done still anything, and even if he would have drawn 2 or 3, I doubt that it would have changed the outcome. So I qualified for second day, I got into top 8, and the first day was over. After the first day finished, I just rushed to get some food because I haven't had anything to eat after my breakfast because we didn't have any lunch break during the tournament. In a way that was good because the rounds were really smooth. We had like 35-minute rounds obviously, and then there was like 10 minutes when they were looking at the pairings, and after that we could just continue playing. So the tournament went on really smoothly, but we didn't have any lunch break, so I was just starving. So I got some pasta to myself and just some ice cream and just everything that basically gets your blood sugar up really fast. But yeah, after that I searched for the place where I was about to stay over and open up Twitter, and I saw this. After I saw the pie chart, I immediately started thinking, okay, who is gonna be my first opponent tomorrow, because obviously I knew that I was the third in Swiss after the day 1, and I just played against Herman Hansson, so I won't probably play against him tomorrow, so I won't play against the one melodious guy who's in top 8. I was thinking Labyrinth is okay, Rescue Ace is okay. If I play against Tempai, you know, they might let me go first, even though they most likely already know what I'm playing, and Snake Eye was probably the deck that I would want to play the least against, because if Snake Eye goes first and just wins the die roll, it's really hard to beat obviously game 1. But the other decks I felt like I could have the chance, and obviously I wanted to play against Tenpai, because then I most likely don't even have to win the die roll. While I'm thinking on the matchups, I actually fall asleep, and next morning comes and I wake up super early just to get some breakfast, and I definitely do not want to be late for my top 8 game. I go to this park which is near the tournament store, and actually Herman Hansson comes there as well, and he tells me that, oh, didn't you know, you are actually playing against Snake Eye for the top 8 game, and I was just shaking my head that, oh no, that's the deck that I want to face the least. But anyways, it is how it is, and a little bit shortly after we go inside the shop and start to play our top 8 games. We roll the die and he wins it and decides to go first. I have one infinite impermanence in my opening hand, which is, well, it's something, but it's nowhere near enough to be able to stop him. He plays Ash and I infinite impermanence that and just hope that it will be enough, but his hand is just all gas and he takes game number 1. Looking at it back, like retrospectively, if I would have won the die roll, I think he had 1 Ash Blossoms in his hand and just nothing else, so I would have definitely won it if I would have won the die roll. Game 2, however, I have full gas and I get to go first, so easy win. Game 3 comes around and actually look at my side deck, and I think about Draw and Lockbird. Like, Draw and Lockbird could be really good, but then again I did not see the Kashtira engine in game 1 or game 2, so I decided not to side those in. And game 3 starts and he starts with the Kashtira field spell, and in this situation Draw and Lockbird would have been so good, but I did not side that in. He goes for Unicorn, I play infinite impermanence on that, he summons Ash, I play Effect Veiler on it, and after that he drops triple Tactics Talent. At this point I ask him what he wants to do, and he wants to look at my hand, which obviously signals to me that okay, I have pretty much lost this game, because if his hand is just so good that he can actually just look at my hand and take 1 card away, you know, it's not much I can do. And yeah, I tried to play as best as I could, but yeah, I would have definitely needed that Drawn Lockbird in the main deck, and yeah, maybe not having him drawing like the most insane hand ever. He had like the field spell, he had Ash, he had triple tactic talents, he had 1/1 I think also in the hand. It was just all gas, it's just insane hand. So yeah, unfortunately I lost in top 8 to the Snake Eye player. After the game ended, we chatted a little bit, and my opponent actually told me that he had been looking into Blackwing combos the Saturday night because he was so afraid to play against me, and he didn't know anything about what Blackwings did or how to hand trap or where to hand trap, so that was kind of fun to hear from him. I was a little bit sad, obviously, that I didn't get top 4 or the finals, just because I really wanted that trophy, because the trophy is kind of nice, you know, having on display and reminding you of your accomplishments. Shortly after the final begins and I go to watch who plays in it, it's Herman Hansson with the Melodious deck against a Rescue Ace Snake Eye player. And what does these guys have in common? Well, first of all, they're in the finals, and second of all, they have only lost to me in the whole tournament. So pretty nice having 2 guys only losing to me are now playing in the finals. And Herman Hansson actually won the whole event, only losing to 1 Blackwing player in the last round of Swiss, and I think you know who that Blackwing player is. The whole event was run really well, all the players and the sportsmanship was just insanely good in this event, one of the best events I've been to. It ran so smooth with the time rules, everything was just really great. When I left or started leaving, there was a lot of people who kind of like wanted to give me a handshake just for playing Blackwings and getting into top 8. Just would have hoped that I would have won 1 or 2 games more, basically getting into the top 4 or the finals and win the whole event. But nonetheless, this was an excellent record for Blackwings, and a huge shout out for all of my members, no matter are you currently a member or have you been a member, because I would not have been able to go to Sweden and play and top with Blackwings without you guys. So you are the reason why this deck actually is still alive, most likely. Yeah, so thank you. And if you're watching this video and you want to get the deck list, You can become a Platinum or Diamond member and get exclusive perks, getting access to the deck that I took to Sweden before it's released to anybody else. And I can tell you a little secret, I've actually already changed it a little bit. I actually modified it to become even better. So if that sounds interesting, you can become a member from the link in the description down below. Other than that, I'm currently playtesting for the European Championships in Berlin. I'm gonna go there in 2 months, so see you there. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'm out.
それでも一人じゃなくなったあいつは強いよ。